If you have been thinking about an EC, you really need to hear this. The government just dropped 4 major changes today, and this is honestly the biggest shakeup to the EC schemes in years. Let me break it down for you. So this morning, MMD announced 4 big changes. Firstly, the MOP period will be double from 5 years to 10 years. That means that after you buy, you are locked in for a full 10 years before you can sell, rent out the whole unit, or buy another property. The second changes will be the full privatization now happens at year 15 instead of year 10. So you can only sell to any buyers after 15 years. The third changes will be the first timer quota will jump from 70% to 90% and their 1 month priority period will get extended to 2 years. And fourth, the DPS is gone. The deferred payment scheme that let buyers pay 20% upfront and the rest at TOP will no longer be allowed. Everyone now pays progressively as construction happens. This means that everyone, including the first timer, need to start servicing their mortgage earlier. The government clearly is pushing for more prudent financing across the board. So why are all these changes? The government wants to bring EC back to their original purpose of long-term homes for genuine buyers, not just for making profit. EC prices have more than doubled in 10 years, from 782 per square feet in 2016 to 1,842 per square feet today. A typical 1,000 square feet EC now costs nearly 1.85 million. And if you notice, this 10-year MOP actually mirrors what's already in place for HDB Plus and Prime Flat. So the government is taking a pretty consistent approach across all subsidized housing. To me, I feel that HDB upgraders will feel the impact the most. You lose DPS, so no more deferring payment, and if you want to stay in your HDB until the new EC is ready, you will be servicing both loans at the same time, your HDB loan plus the EC progressive payment. That's a real strain on your cash flow. You also lose the second timer quota, which means that you will have to wait 2 years just to ballot, and once you do get a unit, you're stuck for 10 years before you can upgrade again. 10 years is actually a long time. A lot of things can happen and change, so this is really a long-term commitment. But on the flip side, who actually benefit from all this? First, the first-time buyer, especially young couples, with the quota now at 90% and a 2 years priority window, your chances of getting a unit just went way up. No more rushing in on the first month, no more competing against second-timer with deeper pockets. The minister also says this whole changes is meant to give more opportunities to first-timer looking to buy their first home. Second, the second-timer can actually benefit too. Yes, you will have to wait 2 years before you can really compete for your remaining units, but the wait isn't wasted. You get more time in accumulating your CPF, building up your cash saving, and sell your existing flat at the right time. So when your time comes, you are entering the market in a much stronger financial position. So this delay is actually a productive one. Third, the sellers in the resale market, both EC and private condo, your unit just become more attractive. Buyers who want flexibility or immediately move in will turn to the resale market because new EC are now locked in for 10 years. And fourth, anyone who managed to secure one of the 5 upcoming EC projects that aren't affected by this new rule. You will get the old rules at the time when every future EC will be much more restricted. That positions your units really well for the long term. So which 5 projects am I talking about? They are at the Senja Close, the Sembawang Road, the Miltonia Close, and the 2 projects at the Woodlands Drive 17. These projects still keep the old 5 years MOP, the DPS, and also the second timer quota. So if you are a HDB upgraders, these 5 projects are literally your last opportunity under the old system. And honestly, I expect a strong demand for these. They are the last chance to buy under the old rules. One last thing to keep in mind, these changes only affect new ECs, not the rest of the property market. So if a new EC doesn't fit your plan anymore, you still have other options. Resale ECs that have already MOP or resale private condos, both give you full flexibility, immediate move-in, and no 10 years lock-in. So the better question now is, which option makes the most sense for your situation? If any of this applies to you, just send me a message. Every situation is different and I'm happy to help you figure out the best move.